Not too long ago, we woke up to the sad news of the death of young Ini Emore, who went in search of a supposed interview, thinking she was going to get a job, but she was killed in the process. To discuss this with me on this edition of the program, Tango with ST, with your queen of talk, Stella Ene Ian, is Fatima Irole.
Hi everyone, you're welcome once again.
All right. You know, we keep telling people out there that I'm coming or I just want to get somewhere is not a destination, you know. But in this case, in Ini's case, we were told that she actually told her friends that she was going for an interview, and she kept informing
her friends
where
that the distance is too much, that she needs to just get there and get to know what the job entails, if it's worth working, if it's not. But unfortunately, she died in the process.
Okay.
She was killed.
She was killed. So imagine if Ini didn't tell her friend where she was headed.
It would have been a case of a missing person
Up until now.
up until now.
You know, when I was growing up, my father used to say, I am coming, it's not a destination.
Yeah.
I just want to get here, it's not,
It's
a destination. My aunt, you know,
I want to see someone at the junction too, sorry.
is not a
It's not a
destination too.
destination.
You understand?
Yeah.
I want to hang out with the boys. It's not a destination as well.
Who are the boys?
Who are the boys?
Who is the person at the junction?
Good.
What's the business?
You know. Do you know that when I was growing up, you know, again, my aunt, okay, I had an older aunt, then a younger, very young one. When she would just come into the house, you know, friends would come and, you know, they'll be gisting outside. Then she would just come into the house and say, she's coming, she wants to go there. My aunt would say, no, whoever you are following, the people they should come into the house.
Yes.
You understand? Let me see them. Then also, where are you people going to? I was younger and I used to like, she's a big girl now. Why, you know? But as I was growing up, I started understanding why you need.
And that was then.
That was then.
Those days,
Yes.
it wasn't like these days.
Not like this.
So
You
these
know,
days,
You just have to tell people where
there
you
is
are
no
going
like
to.
I am a man in this one. I can take care of myself. For those men out there who just walk out of the house without telling their wives where they are going, whom they are going to see, and what they are going to do there. Not these days.
Honestly, even for students who are in school, even if you're leaving the school too, you don't want your parents to know that
Tell
you're
someone.
going. You need to tell someone. You need to tell the next person that I'm traveling. I'm going to so and so place. Should they look for me? If no, you know, after a while, if you don't hear from me, you should let people know that this is where I went to.
That brings me to the story of the young boy in Abuja that was killed in a pool. The young boy, the 18-year-old boy that died in Abuja, he's a student. But he told his girlfriend he was going out with a certain group of friends. And when they got to the pool, he was drowning. The friends refused to help him. They allowed him to drown. They took his shoes, his phone, removed his SIM, and threw it away right there in the pool and left with his wristwatch and clothes. It was when the parents, they couldn't reach him, they came to the school, that the girl now said, he told me he was going somewhere. That was when they had to go to the hotel CCTV. And that was how they were able to pick the guys, what they did. If your friend is, you understand?
So you can imagine if he didn't tell anybody where he was going to. You understand? But how can children be that evil?
I don't know.
That's another topic for another day.
For another day.
About keep the friends that you keep.
Yes.
You know, even as a man, a big man. You know, some time ago we heard about the CEO of an importer who imports generators. You know, he had a meeting with some guys. You know, he just said he was going for a business meeting, right? And that was it. You understand? Perhaps if he had told, I really don't understand. It's sad that people can have this, they are so inhuman to take life so easily
Easily.
like that these days.
I don't know why wickedness has taken over our world, but I think the best thing is wherever you're going, whoever you're dealing with, make sure you leave informations around. Like someone who was killed in one of the in Ibadan and was buried in a sockaway. Unfortunately for the person that killed him, he didn't know that this guy told his wife that I am going to XYZ's house. And he killed him and buried him in the sockaway.
So imagine if he didn't
Tell his
so
wife.
it's painful that his telling not even save him, but at least we
At
know
least
what happened.
It will save your loved ones that you left alive, because if you have a missing person, it's worse than you have someone who is already dead and gone. You understand that?
They are both
If your
sad
person
though,
is
but
missing, they are both sad, but when your person is missing is worse, because you keep sitting down and you're thinking that where is this person? Has he eaten? Where could he
at
be?
least
And all that.
no,
Yeah.
there's a closure.
Yes,
There's a
when the
closure
person is
to when if a person is missing, it's different from really. I understand.
Yeah.
Instead of keeping the person like
in limbo.
someday the person would come. I think we'll go on a short break. Then when we come back, we'll tell you why you should tell people where you are going to. It's still the program Tango with ST, with your queen of talk, Stella N.A.Yang, and with me, it's Fatima Irole. Don't go anywhere. It's good to have you back on the program Tango with ST. Before we went on that break, we were talking about I am coming is not a destination.
At all.
Yeah. I still have with me Fatima Irole.
Welcome back.
With me. Yeah. So, Fatima, we need to let the people know, like, my take is, it doesn't matter if you are the boss at home or if you are the madam at home. If you want to get somewhere, please tell the next person where you're going to. And even as the man of the house, even if you're going to hang out with the boys or you're going for a meeting, it's not an ego thing, for you to tell where your destination.
Even your kids.
Even your kids. And also, when you get to wherever you're going to, should there be any reason for you to move from that place to another place? It's even easier these days.
Or you make a call.
Yes, it's even easier these days than when
because communication has been made easy.
Very
you have
easy.
phone.
So just
you send a message or you call.
So just pick up the phone and say, honey, or son or daughter, we got to this place, we just finished here, and they said we should go somewhere else. And when you're headed towards that direction, you just say, this is where we are now, we're not there yet, or we're in traffic. There's nothing wrong with that. It
Not
saves
at
a
all.
lot.
Yes.
And also, sometimes
some people, you say, because of ego, maybe your friends will like, are you a baby? Why are you telling your wife everywhere you're going? Bros, send text message. Text it. If you don't want to speak, because there are some guys that like, why are you telling your wife everywhere you're going? Just send message.
But is there anything wrong with telling your wife where
there is nothing wrong. Even if you're quarreling with your wife, don't be malicious about your information or such informations. Tell your wife. Even grudgingly, say it. If you don't want to say it, text it to her.
It saves.
It saves.
And there's this thing about, even I think when people have someone has evil intentions and they know that your people at home, or you've left a message with people that I'm with John, for example, and they all know that you're with John. John would not want to harm you.
Yes.
I think that's
that's
thing,
it. Yeah. And I think with this, I want to bring credit to one man that used to ask them, do you know where your children are? It's 9 o'clock.
Wow.
Do you know where your children are? Franco Lise.
Yeah, I remember.
During the NTA
Newsline.
Newsline. Whenever he comes on air after introducing, he asks, it's 9 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
That was a
So,
good line.
yeah, it was a
honestly.
very good line then, because then I remember our parents, once he says that, you see, they don't speak, but they are doing a head count if
True.
everyone is around. So always give information.
Always
where
give
you're
information on where you're going to.
going.
Because before, that thing of you just get to, that thing of you're going, no, you're going to the market, or just getting to the junction. Then you now see a friend who just come drive by.
Yeah,
So,
babe, let's grab
babe,
a
what's
drink
up?
somewhere.
No, not even a drink. I want to get to the supermarket. You say, okay. I actually told them in the house I wanted to get a drink in the next shop next to the house. Then you say, okay, since you're going to, you just jump into the car. Whilst you're on that drive, something
Call.
even if you don't have a phone, I don't think you should get into that car.
At all.
Make it a habit.
Yes.
You just say that thing of, I didn't tell anybody in the house. I think, don't worry, next time.
You have
I
a
remember
point.
one
Yeah.
day I was coming home, and my husband was supposed to go and see a neighbor's husband, an elderly man. So as I was coming home, I just assumed that he was there. So I just thought, I was buying something when the wife drove past, and I'm like, hey, mama, how you doing? I said, okay, I'm going home. I'm sure doctor is in your house. He said no. She said no, that I should come, that she just wants to drop somebody. I just looked at her. I said, no, I've been out all day. Let me just. He said, no, she just wants to drop the lady at one bus stop, then we'll get back home. I just said no. When I was coming, I said, this is how some people just jump into the car.
Yeah.
Not that the woman had any evil intention.
Yeah.
You don't know what would have happened when you just get into the cars like that. And people are celebrating, hey, just bought a new car. You just jump into the car and go. A lot of people have met their deaths in such situations.
Yes.
The whole aim of this episode is just to let you know that there is no harm in telling people the next person where you're going to. It does not bring you down. You understand?
Exactly.
It doesn't bring you down. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, also, it's really very important you tell your spouse or anyone around you where you're going, because something may be happening at the location you're going. You are already on your way, and someone who is at home gets the wind of something, a calamity going on over there. Because you already told that person that you're going that way, the person immediately calls you and say, hey, I hear that there's something happening in XYZ where you're going. Please come back, or where are you? You understand? So you have an information, and then even if maybe you've passed that place, it now settles the person's heart, the person not to be worried that, okay, my person is fine, is safe.
True.
Yeah, so
It's
I
best to,
come. I am coming is not a destination.
honestly, I am coming is not a destination. It's always good to say where you're going to.
Yeah.
I think this sums up everything we've said so far, and it has sent the message. The main message here is, don't think that when you tell people, your spouse, your husband, your children, or the next person where you're going to is like monitoring, but you just need to let people know for your own safety. A lot of chaos and calamities and avoidable deaths
Yeah.
can be put out of the way by all of this. It's sad to know that people like Ini, despite telling the next person where she was headed, she still died. Nonetheless, it was because she told the person. That was why they were able to trace
Who
where,
did it?
yeah,
And
and
at least that
alleged-
event has been put a stop to.
yeah, and all that. So our prayer is that justice, Ini's family would find justice concerning this issue. So be safe, and please try and drop the ego thing by telling the next person where you are off to. And again, the line is, I am coming, it's not
A
a destination. All right. It's been the program Tango with ST with your queen of talk, Stella N.A.I. And my co host has been Fatima
Irole.
Irole. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment, share, and tell,
Like.
like, and tell people about it. Till we come your way next time, stay safe and don't forget, I am coming
Is
is
not
not
a
a destination.
destination.
Bye for now.
Bye.